Okay, for this second video, we now want to kind of animate this thing. We want it to move throughout the slide. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make them a bit smaller. Notice how Keynote saves the whole drawing as one individual picture, which is awesome. And what we want to do is we just want to show you how to make your monster do some movements. So if you tap on your monster, you get a menu. And then if you tap on the arrow on the far right side, you'll find a button that says Animate. Now, there are a bunch of options inside of animating. We're going to go with Add Action, which is the middle one, but you can do a lot of other things. So for example, if you want to add a build in, that means your monster is going to appear in a certain way, and then a build out would mean it would disappear in a certain way. So you could have him fade in or fade out, or have her kind of pulse when she shows up or pulse as she leaves. But what we're going to do is we're going to add an action. At least what I'm going to do. I'll leave this part up to you. This part should be fun for you. You should play with this and have fun with this part. And we can make our monster do what we want. So for example, if I want my monster to flip, that's what it would look like if she flipped. If I wanted her to blink, she could do that. And she could do multiple animations throughout the course of a slide. So she could start by flipping, and then she could move into jiggling. And then she could finally do some kind of rotation. Right? But we're not going to do any of those. Instead, I'm going to choose Create Path. And the reason I choose Create Path is because I want my person to move across the slide. And so when you create path, once I choose that, all I have to do is grab my monster, and it can come up here, and it'll follow the path that I draw for it. So you can see now that red line won't be there when we actually get to the slide. But what I want you to do now is I just click done right there, is to play with animations, see what you want think about what you want your monster to do while you're reading a poem, and then make your monster do that. Try to do multiple ones and see how it works. And if you get a little bit stuck, then check in with a friend and see if a friend can help you get that unstuck. Okay, good luck. Okay, hopefully you had some fun playing with animations. I want to briefly hit on some of the things that you might have noticed while you were animating your object. So if I go back into animations, I wanted to add a jiggle at the end of this motion path. So when I clicked animate, I already have the motion path one chosen. If I click on it and I click add, that means I can add a second one. And I'm going to click here is jiggle. But I can't really see that or when that would happen. So if I click up here, it'll show me all the animations that I've chosen. So I want jiggle. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. What will happen now is when I hit play or present, I'll tap the screen, my monster will move over for the motion path, and at the end it'll jiggle. So it should look like that. So I tap the screen. Oh, there she goes. And then she stops, but then I have to tap again to jiggle. If I want it all to be in one smooth path, if I highlight, if I open here, highlight jiggle, and I just want it to happen after build one. So notice how they're connected. If I hit play, tap the screen, I won't have to tap again, and that whole animation is done. There you go. If you want to go edit your animations, take some time to do that.